Hey, I'm Wanda from Alanda Craft, and today I'm going to show you how to make this quick and easy no-sew dog bed. Now we've made this one for Paula's dog Bronnie because she needs a new bed, but you can make this in any size. So if you've got a little poodle, you can make a small one, and if you've got a Great Dane, you can make one bigger. There's just no limit to what you can do with this, and you can also make one for your cat. So let's get started. So what we're going to need are 2 squares of fabric. Now we want to use polar fleece because it holds really nicely. So I have 2 squares here. Now you can cut this any size you like, but I've cut mine at 34 inches by 34, so each square is 34 inches, and that allows for a 4-inch fringe. So I'm just going to put that aside for a minute. Now what you don't want to use is something with a loose weave. We think this is called coral fleece, and we thought it would be really, really pretty to use with all its lovely teddy bears, but it shreds like crazy, and these pieces here, as you're knotting them, tend to just pull apart. So don't use anything with a loose weave. Alright, so let's get on and show you how to do it. So the first thing we're going to do is lay out our pieces wrong sides together and just put them one on top of the other. And we're going to, because we're doing a 4-inch fringe, we need to cut out the corners, and we're going to do this on all 4 corners, and we're going to cut out 4 inches. So I'll just get my ruler and line it up on the 4-inch mark. So you can see here it's 4 inches there, 4 inches there. So I'm going to cut this section out, and I'm going to do that on all 4 corners. So I'll go and do that now. Now as you can see, I've cut out the corners, and I did that using my ruler and my rotary cutter, and now I'm going to start the fringing. So I just take my ruler and lay it across, lining it up with the 4-inch cutouts, so just across the fabric. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my scissors, and I'm just going to start cutting my fringing. So just eyeball it, it doesn't have to be exact, and cut it at 1-inch intervals. Okay, so I'll just do a few, show you how to do it. Okay, it's coming up to the... So you're just going to work all the way along the ruler at the 1-inch line. Now you're going to do that along here and then down all of the other sides as well. So now that I've cut my fringe all the way around, what I'm going to do now is knot the 2 pieces together. Now you can use an overhand knot or you can use an underhand knot. It's entirely up to you, but with whatever you start with, make sure that you finish with that, because you want all your knots to look the same. Okay, so you don't want one, unless you want that effect, but normally you'd do it this way. So we'll make a start and tie that. Now we're going to do around 3 sides, and when we get to the last side, we're only going to do 4 or 5 because we want to leave some room to put our stuffing in. So let's make a start on tying our knots. So here we go. You just take the top piece and the bottom piece, the matching bottom piece, tie them together. Do a double knot because it makes it more secure, and give it a bit of a tug. Here we go. So again, just move your way around the top piece and the bottom piece and tie it through. Okay, give it a pull. And we're going to do that all the way around now. So I'll continue doing that, and we'll come back with the next step. So we've tied all the way around and left an opening for our fiberfill. Now you could put a cushion insert in here, or you could use some foam insert, but I'm going to just use fiberfill, and it's just a matter of just popping it in there, and I'll just keep going until I've finished this, and then we'll come back and when we're finished, and knot the rest of it off. So there you go, I filled it with fiberfill, and now I just need to finish tying it off to complete the whole bed. But you can make it as firm or as soft as you like. Just remember that your dog will flatten this down when they curl around and scratch about and then settle down. So I'll go and do the next step now. So as you can see, I've tied off the fringe at the top here, so it's all completed. Isn't it gorgeous? As I say, you can make it as firm or as soft as you like, but your dog will have a great time on this, or your cat. These are also good for cat beds. Quick, easy, and no sewing. How wonderful is that? Now if you've enjoyed this tutorial, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Then we've got more great tutorials for you.